Harry's HRH has been removed from the royal website. Is Meghan writing a memoir to blast Harry? Is Meghan on Ozempic to drop weight while diabetics are literally dying to get their hands on this drug for the legitimate purposes it's designed for? Why is Meghan wearing a $1,625 Max Mara Raspoli camel hair coat and a $1,225 blue and tan cashmere shawl in 70-degree California weather, while her bodyguard looks very comfortable wearing short sleeves? Is she hiding significant weight loss under this outfit that would make her look alarmingly like a skeleton? Is this blue patch on her wrist that she's showing off for the camera an Ozempic patch? Harry's HRH, His Royal Highness, is removed from the royal website, finally, 3 years after his exit. What is his reaction, or is he just oblivious? This is definitely a big deal. Is Meghan writing her own memoir? Will she blast Harry out? She certainly knows all of his little secrets and can make him look like a fool. She can get full custody of the children and even have him banned from ever entering the United States again. Meghan is the queen of burn. Anything she writes is a five-star review of herself and constant blame shifting to everyone else she comes into contact with. Let's see what the cards have to say today. Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. So, I forgot to put that in the thing. Okay, so they bought this Meet Me at the Lake thing for $3.8 million by Archwell. Archwell's, it's not just for charity, apparently, it's business because it's bought by Archwell. So if you donated, maybe you, which I don't think any of you were dumb enough to donate, maybe you donated to them purchasing this movie. But anyway, a lot of books and scripts that are optioned or purchased, usually they option them, are never produced. So they're a long way. Spending $4 million. I don't have $4 million on me, do you? That's a lot of money for a script that may never be produced. So they're not poor. So the first question I have is, will this script, Meet Me at the Lake, which has a lot of similarities to Meghan and Harry's life? The mother of the male dies in a car crash, Diana. It's centered in Canada, around the city. What is that city called? It's not Ontario. It's Ontario. Is it Ontario? I think it's Ontario. I spent a lot of time in the Pacific side of Canada. So where Meghan was, so apparently it was a bestseller for 5 weeks. New York Times bestseller 5 weeks. That's a big deal. That's hard to do. So is this ever going to be produced? I mean, let's just get a bead on that. Let's see what the cards want to tell us about that. Meet Me at the Lake, Meghan. Oh, no foundation? I don't know. Oh, selfishness. That looks like me, says Meghan. Snake. Oh, boy. Upside down. That's people in events. Somebody's going to kill it, maybe. The question I'm asking is, will it ever be produced? No, and foundation. And the right people. They're not going to get the right, you got to get the right people. I want Brad Pitt to play the lead. He's so handsome. He's just like Harry. I want Brad Pitt. And I want who would play Meghan Markle? A proud black female. Candace Owens would be great because she's the real deal, but they would never pick her. I don't know, who are the great female leads in Hollywood? Anyway, what's the woman who was married to oh gosh, my brain is not working. The Captain Jack Sparrow, but she has blonde hair. Anyway, okay, so it doesn't look like they're going to get the right people to pick the right people. Amber Heard, pick the right people. So you got to, because the actresses are very important because people are really drawn by that. You know,
I love Brad Pitt. There's several actors that I really love. And if they have a movie, I want to see it because I know it's going to be good. So it looks like they're not going to get the right people involved. It's a passion project. It looks like it's not going to get off the ground. There's a break here. Okay, like the recent movie that is #1. It beat Raiders of the Lost Ark. All of the movie houses rejected it and said no, 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 and they had to go private. That's another Mel Gibson thing. So he did The Passion of the Christ, and now he's done that thing about the child trafficking. And I saw it, and it was really good. I only have one criticism, and I'm not going to give it here because I would rather have you see it. I think it's a movie worth seeing. But they had to do it on their own, and all the movie houses rejected it because there's a whole bunch of pedos in Hollywood. Incubus, so Harvey Weinstein, all those people going to Epstein Island, and that guy didn't kill himself. Okay, so Incubus Succubus, it's selfish. It's self-aggrandizing by Meghan, and maybe Harry. Maybe Harry's dumb enough to do that. And they're going to work the process, but it's going to be very difficult. Okay, Hollywood, I think, is a closed system, and it's actually a very small world when you get over there. Okay, there's a couple of actors, maybe less than 20, who make plus $1 million a year. The top actors like Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt and guys like that, they make $50 million bucks. They make big money. But there's only maybe 20 people over there who even make $1 million bucks a year who are actors and actresses. It's very hard to do that. Everybody else is just waiting tables the rest of the time, hoping for their big break. So it's going to be very difficult. It's a passion project, but it's completely selfish and self-aggrandizing. They're going to have trouble finding the right people, and it's going to be really difficult. And this, I don't read my cards reversed, but this is reversed. King of Spades, Executioner reversed. Somebody's going to cut it. The Executioner cuts the head off. No way, Jose, we don't like it. And they're going to kind of blacklist. It looks like they're going to kind of blacklist this project. So they just probably threw away $4 million bucks. It's going to go nowhere. They fear that it's going to go nowhere. But the doors are still open for now. The doors are still open. So they got to get the right people. They got to get the right actors and actresses. It's a big production. They got to get the right producers, the right people behind it. Like Meghan hired the biggest PR person. That's the right person. Those are the right people. And you got to get the right people on the producing side, the production side, or it's not going to go anywhere. And you got to work all this stuff together. So right now, it all looks rosy. They're all very optimistic about it, but I don't think it's going to happen at all. That's what I think. I think this production, like so many in Hollywood, will never get off the ground. And a lot of these things take years and years, and they keep pitching them to the big houses. What's that, Into the Wild, where that kid goes to Alaska and ends up dying in Alaska? Love that movie. It's a great movie. I also have the book. I have the movie and the book. Really like it. That movie took years and years to produce. Took years and years and years to produce because you just got to get everything. It's got to be the right time. You got to get the right people. You got to get the right producers. So Harry was removed from the HRH was finally removed. Hallelujah. So is he upset? Is he drinking and drugging every night? And he's like, I don't even know what's going on. What is his reaction? Or is he like, what is his reaction? I really want to know. What is Harry's reaction? Because this is a big deal. And it'll kind of tell us a little bit about Harry. Ooh, angry. Angry at the royal family. The machine of the royal family. All right, yeah, he's on the outs with the royal family. He's opposed, says nothing nice about them. 1925, 7 Hearts, and this is what's still going on. So that's what's on the surface. He realizes it's because of all this stuff, and he feels isolated. This High Tower is also an isolation card. The damsel in distress is at the top of the high tower, waving her hanky, "Oh, please save me, brave knight." But no one can get to her because she's at the top of the tower, guarded by a dragon. So he feels alone, he feels isolated, and he feels he's angry. And Incubus Succubus is also vengeful. They suck the life out of you. Star Bethlehem, wising up and working together. 12 and 10, 22. This is kind of, that's interesting. This may lead to an epiphany for him. He's going to really think about this and strategize. The fox and the snake, two female cards, the Queen of Diamonds, the Queen of Spades. These are the cleverest strategizing cards in the deck. They're very clever about how to make things happen the right way. So he's going to start working with them some more and try to reopen the lines of communication. Star Bethlehem, that's a good communication card. Yeah. So he realizes, I think he's going to start trying to walk it back a little bit, because you already see them saying this. We're not going to make any more criticisms of the royal family. That's nonsense, because that's all Meghan does. And Harry is the hand puppet of Meghan, and he's ruined himself. So I think that'll keep happening. Anything that happens, Meghan will just fire another shot at the royal family, for sure. Okay, so Meghan, it's alleged that Meghan is writing her own memoir. Oh, goody, goody, goody. She only knows how to write burn books. Oh, look at that. Look what fell out, the 10 spades. That's the worst result. So is she going to blast Harry? Because I think they're getting divorced. I think this is she can release it right after the divorce is announced, as they're getting divorced. She can really get her side out to the public, and oh, Harry's such a terrible person. He's high all the time. He's abusive to the children. He yells at our dogs. Oh my gosh. I mean, whatever. She could say anything she wants. And it doesn't have to be true, because Harry did that. That was how I felt. Those aren't facts. That's how I felt. She'll just say that's how she felt when she's questioned, or she forgot. So is she planning to blast out Harry, Meghan and Harry, in this memoir? Meghan. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. That's a blame card. Meghan, Harry. Ooh, oh my goodness. We got that. That's interesting. Pretty good cards. That's why I always clear my cards. Okay, the end of the marriage, and it ends very badly. The end of the marriage. That's the underlying theme. Meghan, woman, is blaming the man. Woman blaming the man. So is she planning to blast Harry? Absolutely. Woman is going to blame the man for everything. 25 and 8, 33. Yes, she's going to really hit the right notes, exactly the right notes. Drug use, child abuse, you name it, to get everything she can. She is going to blame him for everything. Anything that anyone doesn't like or doesn't pass the sniff test, Meghan is going to blame Harry for it. What's up with Harry? Mother, his feelings for the mother are dead, and his actions, 7 and 12, 19, 5 clubs, crossroads. He wants to escape. This marriage is over for him, and in very recent readings, less recent readings, I saw Harry holding on to Meghan. More recent readings, I see Meghan holding on to Harry, not wanting to divorce yet, but I see Harry really moving forward to want divorce at this point finally. So he's had enough. He just doesn't feel it anymore, and I think we could probably agree that Harry is kind of an emotional guy. He goes more on his emotions than his intellect, more on his gut. That can be really good. I mean, he was very, very beloved. He was the most beloved member of the royal family for a long time because he was just very real. But you can also make some big mistakes, like going to Halloween in a Nazi uniform and doing dumb stuff like that, and playing naked billiards and knowing that the world is going to get pictures of this. So yes, she absolutely will blame Harry for everything and blast him out. And Harry is just thinking about how he wants to get out of this union. Okay, so we saw Meghan in her gigantic camel hair coat in 70-degree weather with her very expensive cashmere shawl, and of course it was Backgrid who shot her. So literally, she's like a shut-in. She doesn't go out unless she calls Backgrid and does a pap walk. Those are her paps on call. So, is Meghan on Ozempic dropping a lot of weight? I'll be interested to see what the big weight loss cards are, because I think that's what's happening. Is Meghan on Ozempic, dropping a lot of weight? And so many people are doing this, like in Hollywood, that they can't, the diabetics can't get this medicine. They're just dropping dead, while the Hollywood people are, losing weight. The diabetics are dropping dead from lack of medicine. Okay, is she on Ozempic? Catastrophic, worst possible result. Outside influence, Ozempic, taking a pill or something, adding something to her body. Bad result to her permanent. So this could have bad side effects. Cancer, blindness. She could have a permanent erection or something. Well, she's a woman, but you never know. So 14, 10, 24, they're saying spider bites do this, which is ridiculous. Who would want that? Really, who would want that? So 24, 6 spades. So bad side effects. I think she is on Ozempic and she's having some bad side effects, like the worst kind of side effects, like rashes, itches, high. So maybe she's just covered in welts and she's rail thin, because you could see her wrist was very thin. So maybe she's, it's really visible, so she just had to cover her whole body and her neck very elaborately in very warm weather, and like an idiot did a pap walk for that. Nonsense. Stay inside, darling. Nobody sees you ever. Just stay inside in your gigantic, ridiculous mansion. When you could be living in a 1-bedroom in Beverly Hills and just walk out the door and everything's right. You could pass all the homeless people. Oh, hi, Meghan. Everything's right there. You could just, everything is like right there in, Beverly Hills is right downtown. Let's see. What do we have underneath? 2 spades. Oh, she off the pill. Secrets. 2 diamonds. She's trying to take control. She's, of course, I think Meghan is already very controlling, but she wants to be in control of this. And it really has not worked out. She was secretly on this pill, Ozempic, and this Ace of Clubs is actual pill. So she got off it because she was having terrible side effects, and she was just trying to control everything. So is Meghan on Ozempic? Yes. She's on a crash diet, introducing foreign objects, foreign substances to help her lose weight, which would be this drug, and it controls insulin. The other thing that people used to do is use diuretics. They get rid of water weight. I forget what they do. They also keep you awake. They're full of caffeine. I've never used any of that stuff. Anyway, so now they're using Ozempic because apparently it's even better at making you lose weight, and also can make you feel cold, even in the heat, because your insulin is down, your sugar is not processing, all kinds of weird stuff happening. So she's having terrible side effects, and she's now gotten off of it, but she's just really trying to control everything. So, reviewing Meet Me at the Lake, I don't think it's ever going to go to film, which is a shame because Netflix is a smaller market, easier to get through. You don't have to have the big name stars. It should be a much lower bar to get it produced on Netflix. But maybe they're not even doing that well in the Netflix. I mean, Netflix canceled them, and maybe this is a final hurrah, like, oh no, we're really going to do something. Harry removed his HRH being removed. How upset is he? He's just very angry, and he's going to try to to make nice. to get back in the good graces because he's smart enough to realize that's important. Is Meghan going to blast Harry in her memoir? Absolutely. That's all she does. She's the queen of the burn book, and Meghan is on Ozempic. So that's what's happening now. Don't forget to like and to subscribe. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method, and I'll see you next